Hello YouTube. Welcome back to another bald man building an airplane video. Wait. Yeah, that's what this is. Definitely building an airplane in this video. This is part 5 of the rudder pedals and brake systems setup. So one of the things that I'm not sure if I mentioned it already or not, but when you get the Behringer kit from Vans, it comes with pre-made brake lines. So the plans specify you use I believe it's a PTFE tubing. It's a relatively thick plastic tube. It can take the pressure that the brakes need. It's totally fine. And then you run, that's for the flexible stuff inside the cabin. And then for the stuff that runs down to the landing gear, you run hardline, like I think it's 3003 Versatube or something like that. But part of the Behringer upgrade kit is you get these beautifully created stainless braided PTFE lines from Aircraft Specialty Flight Lines. They come pre-fitted. Everything's good to go. You just gotta put the crush washers in there and set them up. So the way this works is since it's a dual brake system and it's got to be lightweight, you can kind of see it where the line ends on the right side there on the firewall. That's the input for the entire system. That is where the reservoir for the brake fluid goes, and it feeds into the right side pedals first on the bottom, and then from there those feed into the left side pedals, and then the left side pedals feed out to the actual, well, in this case, the parking brake lever, which I'm installing over on the very left side of the screen. And then from there, it all goes out to the main gear. One thing I will say about these lines is the insole's pretty tight. So you definitely don't have a lot of wiggle room to work with, and you kind of got to figure out how best to make it all fit together. So there are several times I'm like, well, which line goes which way so that I can understand, how it's all going to fit together and actually still be flexible, right? Because you still have to be able to move those rudder pedals in a full range of motion with the lines attached. So yeah, I've loosely, none of them are torqued on in this video. Well, they might be later. And I'm just basically fitting it all in just to see, like, okay, do they run this way? Do I have to run? Because if you notice, some of them have a slight tilt on the banjo fitting there. And I was like, well, wait, do I have to disconnect it and then run it the other way like I just did? I just sort of flipped that one around. And especially with the parking brake cylinder or the parking brake valve, that was definitely a like, well, wait, which way should this go? Should the thing point upwards or should it point downward? And how does it flex to just work right? In the end, I got it. I think it's nice to leave it like this. I'm not positive. I can't really, I don't have it in front of me right now to see exactly how I left it. And I did break a little bit between this and this next short part of the video because I finished it up over a night. So anyway, I'm going to cut over here to, I guess I should have slowed that down. All right, hope to see you next time, but for right now, we're going to cut over to other Ryan to talk about the rudder cables. All right, this morning I finished tightening up all of the fittings for the brakes. Everything's good to go here. Made this nice switch.
This is the stall warning switch. I got this idea from James Harwood on Slack. What happens is when the parking brake is disengaged, it'll push on the switch. So as soon as it becomes at all engaged, that switch opens up, and we can wire it either way in the EFIS to do whatever you want. So here's the fun thing. These rotor cables, okay, they have to come through this metal section here, and they give you these like PTFE sleeves. Notice they're held in place with Adele clamps. I can even get this in view. Maybe move this side. You can see like this one, Adele clamp underneath there. Yeah. There's no access for the front ones anyway. The rear ones, there's the bolt that goes through on the rear Adele clamp on that thing. You can kind of see the front one. Holy shit. Getting the front ones on both sides, threaded through there, and whatnot. That was a 2-hour project for 2 freaking bolts. Yikes.